Hey, Sean here from SpeakReview.com. I recorded part of this video already, and then I was not happy with how the camera was looking that I used for my top down. It was just glitching and doing some weird stuff. So I'm going to re-record it and re-talk about some things. Before I get going with it, I'm going to start asking people to like and subscribe and share and do all of that stuff because I'm almost at 100,000. I'd like to get there and be done with that because everyone keeps talking to me about it. So I kind of want to get over that hump. So yeah, definitely like the video, share it, let people know about it, let people know that I'm still doing this. I'm still here. I'm still having fun. But okay, let's turn this camera around and get going with the video. So actually my camera is just acting weird no matter what. So I'm going to switch back to my phone camera and use that. Let's talk about a couple of these things. So I got sent a lot of stuff. The 7x7, the AoFu WRM, I was going to say GTS, the maglev Skewb, and then the RS, two different editions, the spring one and the maglev one. So a couple things about this, the Skewb. We'll talk about this one first. We'll just go through each one. I'm going to keep this video also as short as possible with still giving you all the information because you don't need to sit through a 20-minute 7x7 video to understand this. All the maglev stuff is going to be this purple internal, which is kind of cool. It's different. I know some people would rather black or primary, but purple is cool. The magnets here are adjustable. You have 5 settings, just like the maglev WRM for 3x3. And on the spots that don't have magnets, you can pinch this and pull that cap up, which will reveal a screw adjustment and an elasticity adjustment. So you have a lot of adjustments in here. Oh, let's put that cap on correctly. Right now on the tension, it's very, very fast. The magnets are set to number 1 instead of 5. So there's a lot of room to grow with that. But it's a very flexible puzzle. The coating on this, or the plastic itself, is matte plastic. It's not glossy. So we'll have to break it in a little bit for it to not be as slick. It also feels a little bit hollow. It's quite light and hollow feeling. So like that, this plastic almost, I can kind of bend it by pushing on it. So it doesn't feel super solid, but that gives it its lighter feeling to it. I'm just gonna scramble this up randomly, do a quick solve, but it's quite fast. I'm getting kind of a feeling like it's flexible, but it's not going to cut through everything. So if you want something that has a ton of adjustments that you can mess with, this would be something definitely that you can do that too. Is it a game changer in puzzles? Not so much. However, it's definitely a puzzle that can adjust to your preferred tensions. Oh, it's been a while. Let's see here. There we go. And then goes that. Nope. That, and then this. Yes. Okay. Oh. There we go. And then lastly. Oh, it's slick. Yeah, it is very slick. There's no lubrication, so it's very fast. You definitely need to slow it down with some lubrication. Let's talk about Pyraminx. And I'm guessing it's a very similar design, because if you didn't know, Skewb and Pyraminx are basically the same design, but different shapes. Now, I'm sure someone's going to technically or actually me in the comment section because of the tips of it, but, you know, you get the point. What I want to go over is the difference between the maglev and the spring version. As far as the WRM goes, I prefer the spring version, and I'm a big proponent of spring versions for cores and not maglev. So far, there's been no maglev that I feel like is better than springs. If you find the right exact amount where the spring can, or the magnet can vary as much as springs, then there's that. But yeah, I haven't really found anything that compares. So as far as this, out of the box, this is super clunky. If I felt this just out of the box and someone gave me this, I would immediately tell someone not to get it. What's this like? A little. I mean, the tips are fine. Maybe the tips are a little bit nicer on the maglev one, but this is super duper scratchy and not super flexible. Maybe if I loosen the tensions a bit, which might be one of the first times I've said that in years. Mark that on your calendars. Okay, yeah, this is like super scratchy and tight. This is nothing like the Skewb. I don't know. If someone was starting out and couldn't really control a puzzle, this would be one to get. Other than that, let's just put that aside. I thought it was going to be something like this, but no, this is the maglev. Is this like a WRM Pyraminx? Let's look it up real quick before I ignore that and miss that. Okay, so yeah, they're calling this the WeiLong. If you can get a Pyraminx and it's a MOYU one and you want a maglev one, just because, avoid that. Avoid the RS. Just pay a little extra, get the WeiLong, and be happy with it. Can you adjust? You can adjust the magnets in here, I believe. Yep. And I believe you can adjust the tensions on this too, although it's kind of hard to get those caps off. There we go. Oh, the screws. Okay, you can adjust the screws. Okay. Last thing in here, the AoFu WRM. This already feels incredible. The size of it is insane. I got to look up the size of this. Let's check that. Let's go to Skewb Shop. While I'm going there, if you order these from Skewb Shop, make sure you use discount code SCR. It saves you money at checkout and also helps support the channel. Okay, it says that the size of this is 65 millimeters. What's the size of the MGC? Is it also 65? 67.5. No, this is quite a bit smaller than the MGC, and I'm loving that. Now, I don't think many people are doing single slice moves anyways. But this is a very small, very light, very fast turning puzzle. And when I say light, it's not hollow light. It just feels nice to turn. Now, I definitely will be tightening this a little bit, but this feels enjoyable to solve, enjoyable to carry. Definitely need to do slice moves like this, but I could see this being used to set new world records. It's very, very compact and very swooshy and nice, and yeah, it's not everything kind of going to that very ultra light feeling. So it feels like the plastic's kind of thin, but it's not too bad here because we have so many moving parts. Actually, I don't remember how many moving parts we have. We've got 7 times 7, that's 49, but we're not counting the center, then it kind of doubles there. There's hundreds of moving parts in here, so it doesn't feel like a light Skewb would, which feels kind of cheap. Okay, so in a nutshell, if you're looking for a 7x7, this would be something I would recommend. As someone who's not really a 7x7 solver, but have felt literally every single one out there, this feels incredible, and performance seems great. For a budget Skewb, or actually, no, not a budget Skewb, this is sort of the a nicer one. This has a lot of adjustment settings. It's not a feeling I enjoy, but it has some nice adjustments, and you can really make it work for you. Just make sure you get some lubrication to adjust that feeling, because you can't do it all just from magnets, springs, compression, and the screw. As far as Pyraminx, avoid the RS, but if you want that same sort of feeling, maybe even like smoother, get the WeiLong of that one as well. Thank you very much, MOYU, for sending all these over. I apologize it took me so long to get these out. Like I said, hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Make sure you share these videos. Let's get to 100,000 faster than it's growing at the moment. So thank you very much, and I will talk to you later.